Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing? We good. I had a pretty prestigious gig there recently. I got a little bit nervous, walked down the stairs. I noticed on the side it had Robin Williams' photo. Till I remembered when I was younger, I had Pamela Anderson on my bedroom wall. Didn't mean she'd been there either. And if she was, she wouldn't have been doing any stand-up, am I right? No, don't be a pervert. I sometimes tell lies when I get nervous. I had a phone call recently from the royal family inviting me to be knighted for being the hardest lad in London. And unfortunately I had to turn it down because at the time I was locked up from the big dick police. Nah, none of that happened. Do me a favour. You guys seem like a nice audience. Pop your hands up. Anybody here who's shit themselves as an adult? Absolutely disgusting. Should be ashamed of yourselves. Not you with the card, you're good, but everybody else should be ashamed of yourselves. Sorry, I did pick on you, mate. Do you like being told what to do? He loves a pervert. Do you like being told what to do? No, me neither. Give me an example. Just kidding. I'm trip over that. I absolutely hate being told what to do. I'll be at a fancy restaurant, the waiter will say, please have a seat. I think, don't you tell me what to do. I'll be in the living room late at night wanking with the lights on, thin curtains, and my girlfriend will walk in, she'll say, Liam, people might see you're outside. I say, you're not the boss of me. Made me driving test and the examiner said, could you turn left at the end of the road? I thought, I bet you'd love that, wouldn't you? Hey, well, I tell you, I used to be a model, believe it or not. I never booked many jobs, kept putting my thumb up in all the pictures. I have an American girlfriend. I'm not showing off, just we do it long distance. We don't do it because it's long distance. But yeah, no, we met in a bar in Texas. I bounced in. She says, howdy partner, what are you on? I said, the Spectrum. we got pet names for each other. I call her Tex. Tex ages to get bloody ready. She calls me Billy the Kid's Dick on account of having a tiny penis. Apparently every time I go out, she calls me the Tide because apparently every time I go out and come back I've got rubbish down my front. Right, you can imagine meeting her dad was quite intense. He poured me a drink, slid it over, he said liquor. I said, pardon me? Don't think that's any of your business. My dad, I've only ever seen my dad drunk a handful of times. Sorry. Every time I see my dad, he's got a handful of drinks. Sorry. When my dad drinks, he's a handful. Sorry. I've only seen my dad a handful of times because he's a drunk. Huh? 4 jokes in one. Thanks, I wrote that. What else do I tell you? I'm so polite. I walked out of the station there before. A homeless man comes up to me. He goes, hey, bruv, give me one of your cigars. Didn't have the heart to tell him it was a Pepper Army. I've been smoking 20 a day. My lungs are in pieces. I am polite, though. I picked a dog shit up for somebody who didn't have any baggies. Didn't occur to me at the time to give them a baggie. When they said thank you, I said, my pleasure. We're walking out recently in the ice, and Dobby, the little dog, she runs out onto the ice, falls through, and I got a fright, jumped in, got her, my girlfriend at the time, bravest person I've ever met. She shouts, Liam, get in and get her. So I get in and I get her. A little old lady spots it, hobbles over. She says, hey, darling, I've just seen what happened. I can't believe it. Get her home, get her warm, get her wrapped up in blankets as quick as you can. Says, don't tell me what to do. Pushed her in. She's dead now. COVID. You probably think because of this accent I'm thick, right? But I'm actually quite smart. I have a forensic science degree. I have a business. I employ a bunch of people. One of the guys, he's always late. I never say anything. Politeness, you know. But the dads call him Daniel Halfdale Lewis. I got a complaint from a customer that said they'd seen my guys karate kicking a newly planted tree. I say, why have you done that? He said, it wasn't as a karate kick, mate. It was a normal kick. I said, doesn't matter then. Just leave it. What? I had to give him the bullet because, a nightmare. Anyway, so I go to, I started to get these notifications from a far-right fascist organisation. I know it's an odd segue, right? But I thought it might have been a disgruntled employee causing me some problems. I got them monthly, then weekly, then hourly. Anyway, it turns out it was ADF. I owe them a grand. Bye. Hey!
I know what some of you are thinking, and no, I am not that prick from 2.5 Men. Fucking Americans. And I'm allowed to mock Americans because I married an American. Yeah, and we've done all of the classic cliche American couple things together. Been to baseball games and basketball games. Been to divorce court. All of the cliche, yeah. But I spend a lot of time over there. Crazy place. There's so much stuff you're not allowed to do. You're not allowed to cross the street in America. That's jaywalking. You're not allowed to drink a beer on the street unless you hide it in a brown paper bag. You can't get into a car with a beer, even if you're not driving it. You're not allowed Kinder eggs in America because they're terrified that some fat American kid with no gag reflex will try and swallow the thing whole and choke to death on the toy. In Illinois, where my ex is from, you're not allowed fireworks. If you want them, 50-mile drive to the next state, and they're really shit because they massively limit how much gunpowder they're allowed to put in them. Someone in America has worked out that gunpowder might be dangerous. The town where my ex was from, all the gardens, no walls, no fences allowed. Donald Trump would go berserk. Now, with all of that in mind, imagine how I felt when they started taking the piss out of us in the UK because we have to buy a TV licence. Oh my God, you got to buy a licence to watch television? Oh, I couldn't live in a country like that, Dan. You must be so much happier here in the land of the free. So yeah, let me tell you about the last time I went to renew my TV licence. I walked out of my flat, openly drinking a can of beer, crossing the road wherever I wanted, because I'm an adult and I know how to dodge traffic. Friend pulled up in his car and said, "Hey Dan, what are you up to?" "Oh, just going down to the post office." He said, "Hop in my vehicle with your open container of alcohol, I'll give you a lift." I said, "Thank you very much." I jumped in, I threw a beer to his son in the back seat. He's 18, that's fine. So what are you guys up to? He said, "Oh, just going to the local supermarket to buy some exhibition level fireworks." I said, "Oh, they should come round later, we're having a party in our walled garden and we've got a load of Kinder eggs for the kids." "Sounds great, what's the occasion?" "Oh, we're celebrating, a friend of ours just had an abortion." All right, I'll be right there. But first of all, I have to renew my TV licence. Will this fascistic nightmare never end? Thank you. But yeah, I got divorced and that was brutal. She took half of everything. That poor dog. And I started dating again in 2020, which was a weird time to be dating. One woman on her profile, she said, "I'm fully vaxxed, waxed, and relaxed." I guess it's better than being scary, hairy, and infectionary. And people give you weird advice when you're dating. Treat 'em mean, keep 'em keen. It's not good advice just because it rhymes. Follow her all day. Watch out for pepper spray. The best dating advice I ever got was from my granddad, and I didn't listen. He said to me, "Dan, do not marry a beautiful woman, because she'll always have options. And if she leaves you, divorce, lose 50% of your property. Or as he put it, find someone rough and keep half your stuff." But I have a girlfriend now. Yeah. And she's Lithuanian, my girlfriend, which is, thank you, which is yet another example of an Eastern European coming over here and taking a position that none of the locals were willing to. And it's a beautiful relationship. She says the sweetest things to me. "I used to date guys just based on their looks. But not anymore." Yeah. And we can talk about anything. For example, a friend of mine recently got propositioned by a high-priced call girl in a hotel bar. And I'm like, that's never happened to me? Am I not good looking enough for a high price cool girl? Maybe I'm too good looking. The cool girl saying, oh, he can have any woman he wants. My girlfriend's response, no, you look poor. And I tried to smarten up. I went to a shop called Armani Exchange. Anyone familiar? Yeah, I thought it was high end. And I bought a polo shirt. It's got a little logo, Armani Exchange written on it. I said to my girlfriend, does this make me look rich and successful? No. Makes you look like you work at Armani Exchange.
Shut up. Well, go on, people, them. Call me Big Jim, because I go gym in it, but fuck that. How you lot doing? You lot alright, yeah? I'm not. See me, yeah, I come to realize that in the last year that my love life is fucking shit, bro. Like, dead. If I had to describe my love life to you right now, I would say it's like the English football team at the Euros. I'm trying my hardest, but deep down, I know that shit ain't ever coming home. Been feeling like this for a while because I'm 28, great age, innit? My guy. I'm 28 years old and all my friends are getting married, they're settling down, they're having kids. And I'm bare jealous of them, you know. Not that jealous because I go gym, but I'm low-key jealous of them because somehow they've managed to convince an entire human being to spend the rest of their lives with them. I can barely get a call back from my GP, bro. I'm getting ghosted by the NHS like a dickhead, bruv. My sex life is starting to get weird as well, bro. Like, mad weird, bro. Like, I've come to realize that my sex life and stand-up comedy are the same thing. I perform for 5 minutes. Somebody's laughing. And at the end of the night, I have to tell a weird Uber driver all about it. Like, you know them Uber drivers that just ask you bare questions like, Ibrahim, drive the fucking car, bro. I'm trying to go home. Like, what the fuck? I had a summer romance last year and it was going well, yeah, until this girl turned around to me and she was like, you know what, I'm not really feeling it no more. I was like, that's cool, I go gym, innit? Fuck all that. But then she turned around and she was like to me, it's not your fault though, like, I just really like dating toxic guys. And I was bare offended. I was like, what? You think man can't be toxic too? Like, what? Am I off? Oh, nah, bless. Dead thing. Fuck that. Alright, if you ain't noticed, I'm 5'6", which means Hinge doesn't really work for me. Are you laughing bare hard for? Nobody believes me, yeah, but my ex-girlfriend, yeah, was like 5'10", and the question everybody used to ask me, even my own dad, he was like, Jim, how the fuck are you and your girlfriend having sex? I was like, Dad, first of all, I've told you, stop doing that fucking accent, bro, I told you. Fucking now loud that, Dad, man. But secondly, I told him the answer I gave everybody else, which is that our relationship is about communication and our sex life is all about them angles, you get me? Like my guy, at this angle, I know I'm a short guy, but at this angle, I can't eat pussy standing up, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Any comic book fans up in the house? Comic book fans? Yeah, my guy. Look, I'm a big comic book fan, but I don't really like the way superheroes don't get paid for what they do in it. Like my guy Spider-Man. Spider-Man, you know, fights crime in New York City, but then he has to give fit pictures of himself to the Daily Bugle to get money for the rent. And I find that fucked up. I find it so fucked up that you can defend New York City on a regular basis and you have to become a page 3 model to pay your rent. How does that make sense? How does it make sense that you have to fight the Green Goblin at 4 p.m. and do OnlyFans at 6? Explain that shit. Another one, Doctor Who fans? Any Doctor Who fans in the house? Alright, cool. I was a bit, you know, I like Doctor Who, but I didn't understand when they made Doctor Who black, and I'll explain why. I don't understand the logic of making your main character a time-traveling black man, because realistically speaking, where the fuck can he go, bro? every episode would be like 5 minutes long. Doctor, where are we traveling to today? I'm not going anywhere, bro. You can sleep in the TARDIS and that's cool. Ladies, give me a shout. Ladies, like, I come to realize, yeah, in my age, that you lot are so more mature than men. Because, like, when you find out that your friends are pregnant, you're like, oh, what can I do to help? What's the gender reveal gonna be like? What's this? What's that? Guys, we don't give a fuck. We look at our friends like, you're having a baby. That's crazy, bro. Fucking hell. What? Blink twice if you're in trouble, though. Man, we'll come back the ting real quick.
Hello. I'm from Dublin. Correct response. Dublin's known all over the world for being the home of Guinness and attractive middle-aged men. I've lived in England 20 years now. You're right not to cheer. There's one thing I don't get about this country, though. You've got a north-south divide. I'm going to be honest, I just don't see it, because in Ireland, we've a proper one. The only ones keeping it real are us and Korea. It doesn't look it, but I come from quite a rough area of Dublin. I was very intolerant. Like, I was considered gay because I fancied Sinead O'Connor. Also, I was quite clueless growing up. I thought there was an old lady on our estate who graffitied her name everywhere, called Ira. I'll tell you a little secret about Irish men. We're no good at flirting, right? It's not our fault though. It's because of the weather, right? See, Italians, right? They're brilliant at it. Right? Yeah, they sit in like sunny piazzas going, ciao, bella signora, sei adorabile. Oh, come on, I had to learn that. Right? But in Ireland, we're battling against the wind and the rain going, you're looking well, Mary. It's not quite the same. But I now live in Brighton. And when I first moved there, I didn't realise I'd have to live under the tyranny of oat milk. Right. See, in Dublin, our vegan alternative to milk is Jameson. But it's a bit of an adjustment. Like, before I moved to the south of England, I'd never heard anyone say, no thanks, just a half. And you've different terms for things here. Like, back home, I'm called a waster. Yeah. You've done nothing with your life, you waster. But in Brighton, I'm a creative. The most Brighton thing I've seen, right, was a man being arrested for shoplifting. Bay leaves. Unbelievable. Someone told me, right, that if I see someone shoplifting food, I should offer to pay to help combat food poverty. If I see someone shoplifting, they're not doing it right. What has happened to the British public? This country was founded on stealing other people's shit. Give yourselves credit, you were the best. Right? You were so good, you built the British Museum. Now that I'm middle-aged, though, I've noticed my eyebrows are getting so hairy. Fairly soon, I'll be able to grow my own balaclava. And also, like, advertisers now think I have money. Like, they send me stuff like, wondering what to do with your investment portfolio? I don't even have a wallet. It's like, algorithms, they know everything about me, so the ads I see are just for me. Like, I'm a 47-year-old asthmatic Irishman. I'm going to be honest, I don't think my future is in the Royal Navy. And also, right, why are soldiers always banging on about playing tennis? I served in Iraq. But you react to things differently at this age, right? Like, last year I was made redundant. Cheers! Wow, that was cold. Let's try that again, right? And, this time try to imagine you have a heart. I was made redundant last year. Yay! That's not the right response. But yeah, I was made redundant on my birthday. Patronising wankers. On my actual birthday, I was furious when they gave me the P45 cake. But then I had to update my CV, and that's when I realised I don't have a career, just a collection of unrelated jobs. If it was an album, it'd be, that's what I call minimum wage. It's because I didn't do well in school. I went to a Christian Brothers school. We had our reunion in court. I remember one French class, right, we did talk about our parents' jobs. Right, we did talk about...
Hello, how you doing? My name's Louis Beer, I'm a comedian. I googled myself the other day, I googled Louis Beer comedian, see if anyone was talking about me. Found an article in the Australian media with the headline, "The Extremely Racist Legacy of Louis Beer's Comedy Act." Bit of tension now. Wasn't about me, don't worry. Turns out there was another guy, also called Louis Beer, who died 8 years ago. And he was widely considered Australia's most racist ever comedian. Do you know how racist you have to be the most racist anything in Australia? It's a racist place, man. They wake up, where are they? Louis is a French name. I've not been to Australia. Louis is a French name. Louis is French for the yes. Oh, you're switched on, are you? No, not been to Australia. I am planning a trip to America, though. You heard of America? Fucking hell, you are clever, man. Yeah, I'm really nervous about the police over there. Yeah, I'm nervous about encountering the police over there. Not because I think they're going to arrest me, not because I think they're going to shoot me, anything like that. Just because I've seen enough films set in America to know that if the cops there do think that you've committed a crime, first thing they're going to do is look at you and speak into their radio and very accurately guess how much you weigh. I'm too insecure for that shit, man. Last thing I need to hear if I'm fucking running from the cops is just, yeah, we're looking for a Caucasian male. 5'10". 227 pounds? Yeah, suspect has a blood pressure 180/45. Yeah, he is asthmatic. Move in, move in! The joke there, Rue, if you don't get it, is that the cops in America are very good at guessing stuff, and I did some digging to try and figure out how they're that good at guessing. I'm sorry, Rue, I'm sorry, Rue. If I was to try and design someone who I'm probably not going to like, South African crypto salesman is way up there. I'm safe, you've already put it up. Yeah, I did some digging to try and figure out how the cops in America get so good at guessing shit, man. Turns out, this is true, they train them at church fetes in rural England. I got eyes on a clear glass jar. 487 jelly beans inside. Move in, move in! Yeah. Sorry, I don't have anything written on my hand, by the way. I've just got, there's a little guy in here who encourages me. I do an impression of him, but he's got an accent I am not allowed to do. How's this? This is one, fellas. I got a haircut, and ladies, you can listen to. I got a haircut the other day. This is true. Not that any of you noticed. And my barber kept referring to my hairline as my situation. Quick check, mate. Do you think that's good? No, it's not good, is it? It's not good. But then he tried to cheer me up afterwards. He was like, "Don't worry, mate, don't worry. It's not the worst I've seen." I was like, I know, it's not the worst I've seen either. I've seen, for example, bald people. Every day against my will! I'm trying to get healthier. I'm trying to get much healthier. I did dry Jan last month. She hates when I call her that. Yeah, I am trying to get healthier though. I've got a terrible, terrible diet, man. Terrible diet. It's mostly just Gaviscon. Hey, yeah, fucking come on! Are you on them tonight, mate? Are you on them tonight, mate? All right, yeah. See me after the show. If you don't know what if you don't know what Gaviscon is, it's like a magical powder that you drink to avoid having to be accountable for your own actions. Oh, it's fantastic. There's nothing it can't fix, man. And I'm Catholic. I'm Catholic, which means I believe that Gaviscon actually turns into the body of a fireman inside you. As opposed to merely representing one. Oh, you're lost by the transubstantiation here, mate. How's you going? I love to have a Gaviscon after any fans of Monster Munching? Yeah, I'm pitching my high-level material right at Gravesend.
Hey guys, how are we? Are we good? That's cool. I'm good. I'm in therapy. Anyone else here in therapy? More of you should be. I don't know, I'm in therapy. I got therapy online though, which is incredible. Because online you can type in your symptoms and then they match you up with a therapist that's like designed to deal with your problems. So like I went online and I said I was a young man and I was feeling alone and depressed. And they found me a therapist specifically for people like me. And it was incredible. Yeah, he changed my, honestly, he changed my life. It was amazing. His name was Andrew Tate, and and fucking hell, he diagnosed me so quick. It was nuts. I remember I was talking with Top G, and he told me I had two issues, right? I was a brokey, and I was a little bitch. So, I know. So I guess. So now the solution: I'm moving to Romania, and I'm buying a Bugatti. That'll solve it. That'll solve the deep sadness. No, I do have an actual therapist. I'm kidding about the Andrew Tate stuff. I have an actual therapist. She told me I had ADHD, and she told me I should go get a diagnosis. And I was kind of confused because I thought that's what she was doing, you know? And I was like, I thought you were diagnosing me. And she was like, oh, I'm not qualified to diagnose you. Only a psychiatrist is qualified to do that. And I was like, oh, okay. What's a psychiatrist qualified to do? And she was like, a psychiatrist is qualified to diagnose someone and to prescribe medication. And I was like, oh, okay. What the fuck are you qualified to do? And she was like, great question. What I'm qualified to do is I'm qualified to speak to you and to give advice. Just a quick poll of the room. Is there anyone here unqualified to speak to people or to give advice? That's just the fucking mutes. The mutes are the only ones unqualified for that fucking position, right? Like, are there any couples in tonight? Any couples in? Woo! You too? You should break up. See, I can give advice too. Everyone can give advice. If you can't give me drugs, you're not a fucking doctor. I'm kidding. Don't break up. Or do. I don't care. But no, you seem cute. Equally attractive. I like that. Don't you hate it when a pretty's with an ugly? It pisses me off. I see it. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing to them? There. Like, it should be legal. I'm not like, but like, privacy of their own homes and stuff. I don't know. I do have a job though. I'm a Harry Potter walking tour guide. I know. Isn't that not a fucking job? It is actually kind of hard job, to be honest. Like, to be honest with you guys, it's hard because I haven't read any of the Harry Potter books. or watched any of those fucking movies. So it is hard. It's like a hard job. It's like the hardest part of the job, to be honest, is pretending I, you know, respect the people I'm touring. They're adults. They're all adults. They're this age demographic. It's the same age demographic that are going on Harry Potter walking tours. Isn't that fucking sad? Like, anyone here been on a Harry Potter walking tour? I don't respect any of you. Dude, they're like lawyers and shit. Imagine if you got convicted of a crime or something, and you got like a lawyer assigned to you, and you were chatting with them, and you said like, oh, what you've been doing this weekend? And they went, oh yeah, I went on a Harry Potter walking tour. You'd be like, oh fuck, I'm dying in prison. Like there's no... Dude, and the worst part of the tour is at the end I beg them for money. You ever beg someone you don't respect for money? It's hard. It's a hard job. So it happened at London Bridge, if you want to see me next.
Just gave up before I got here. That's fine. That's all right. It's all right. It's nice to be here. It's nice to be anywhere, to be honest. I'm from Birmingham, so it's nice to get out, if I'm honest. It is nice. Now, I live in London now because I hate money. I thought I'd move down here. Yeah. I moved down here. I'm still very alone, though. Still very single, you know. But I'm in my 30s now, which has made me panic about being single in my 30s. You know, because now that I'm single in my 30s, it's made me realise I took things for granted when I was a younger man. You know what I mean? You know what I miss, lads? I miss playground flirting. Remember that? Remember if you liked to go, you just tripped her up, pulled her hair. It's a simpler time. I miss playground flirting. It's way harder in your 30s. You can't get near a playground. It is. It's tricky, man. It's trying to figure out how I'm going to meet someone now. Because you get to your 30s, you go on the apps, you've completed all of them. You know, but I moved to London. I had a mate who said to me, I bet you've never tried an app called Field. Yeah, there's a few kinky fuckers back of the room giggling. Yeah. Field, for anyone who doesn't know, is a fetish dating app. Yeah, I downloaded it, thought it sounded exciting. Spent my whole time just Googling acronyms. That was it. More I Googled them, more I wish I'd done it in incognito mode. You know them ones? Getting ads for wetsuits. It's disgusting. It made me worry that I was a bit of a prude now that I was older. You know, but I still think sex is an important part of any relationship. You know what I mean? But now that I'm a bit older, any of you lads in here that are a bit older when it comes to sex, are you man not just a bit tired? You know what I mean, lads? Just a bit fucked out. I'm just a bit done with it, you know? I'm at an age now, if I meet a new woman now, I feel guilty. I'm looking at her thinking, you've missed my best years, bab. You know what I mean? I'm not the athlete I once was. I'm at an age now, if I want to have sex, I got to take tablets. You know them ones? It's not Viagra's, it's Rennie's, bruv. I get heartburn, man. And I remember when I was a young man, I had a high sex drive like the rest of you. You know when you sit on the tube and it rumbles, sets you off? I thought that was me forever. But it's not. And what's happened is I've got older. So the women that I date have gotten older, yeah. And what I found out is I always thought when I was younger that meeting a woman with a high sex drive, that was a dream. You know what I mean? Ready to go at all times. But now that I'm older, lads, if we're honest, an older woman with a high sex drive, that's not always a dream, lads, yeah? Sometimes that's more of a threat, yeah? Because if she's made her mind up early in the day, she don't care how long your day's been, yeah? You've got to come home ready to deliver, grateful, yeah? These older women got me doing things I did when I was a younger man. I'm going through your phone and all sorts, yeah? But I'm not looking for messages anymore. I'm in your phone. I'm looking for your Flow app, yeah? When's my week off? But these older women don't care about something trivial like a period anymore, lads. They don't give a shit. I've booked it off in my phone. Yeah? I'm ready to get round her house, put my feet up. I get round there, she pulls me through the door. I've put a towel down. Give me a minute. It's rough, man. People are into all sorts of shit sexually these days, isn't it? Apparently more and more people are into filming themselves having sex these days. You know, apparently more and more people are into filming themselves having sex for the first time. Horrible. Yeah? I can't think of anything worse than watching myself back losing my virginity. Be traumatic. Can you imagine it? Just be this poor girl screaming, oh, it's too big, it won't fit. And me bent over going, if you loved me, you'd keep trying. A lot of pegging fans in tonight. I'm grateful. Nah, it's nice to be in London, you know. It is nice. I had a struggle though when I moved down here. I thought I'd try and beat the Rennie problem, you know. I thought I'd try and get fit. I thought that'd help me in the bedroom, get fit. I moved to London, but I joined the wrong gym when I joined a gym. You know what I mean? We've all been to the wrong gym before. You know, like a pure gym, 24 hours, you get in there at midnight. There's a man in there in skinny jeans doing dips. You know what I mean? We've all been in the wrong gym. I joined the wrong gym though. I joined a bodybuilding gym. Yeah, that I do not have the facilities for. You know them gyms where everyone in there looks like a mutant. You know them? I walked in there. I remember I was sat on this machine. I hadn't figured out if it was a push or a pull yet, but I was giving it a go. Just felt this tap on my shoulder. You know, so obviously once I put my shoulder back in place, I looked at this fucking man. You know that man that got no neck? I mean, I looked him up and down, you know, he had the veins in his arms, looked like the tube map, you know. He had a vest on that was 2 sizes too small. He had a mom tattoo on his shoulder, I assume in her memory from when he ate of her protein at some point.
Oh, hello, how is it going? Oh my God, I'm a woman, so nice to meet you. Good to be here. My name is Estefania. I am a Latina. Okay, so everyone's downloaded Bad Bunny in the last month. Oh, that's great to hear. I'm a Latina, but unfortunately I don't have like any of the perks of being a Latina. For example, I don't have an hourglass figure. She laughs, she knows it's true. That is not an invitation to look at my body. But I do have other things, you know, I have other things Latinas have, you know, frizzy hair. Got that. Permanent mustache. Got that. A brother who's in the Mexican cartel. We're not even Mexican. We're from a place called Panama. Okay. Anyone know about Panama? Yeah. Okay. You've seen Prison Break. Yeah. That's normally the case. I'm so glad everyone here has a Netflix subscription. It's interesting because you know, like, my family's from Panama, but I did live in Miami for a little bit, right? So. It's interesting because there's some conflicting observations, right? My family in Panama look at me and they're just like, you are just so American. My friends in Miami look at me and they're just like, I actually think you're really Latino. Meanwhile, all you guys in London are just like, I just find you really jarring. I get it. I have a little bit of self-awareness. I can hear myself. I know what I sound like. Like I was at this restaurant the other day, and I was seated next to this table next to a bunch of American girls, and I was listening into their conversation because I had no choice. And I just thought to myself, fuck, if I'm gonna move to London, I'm just gonna have to start gaslighting people. Right? You know, next time someone goes, wait, babe, so are you American then? I'm just gonna be like, no, hablo inglés. And just hope for the best. But yeah, I did live for a little bit in Miami, Florida. Anyone know about Miami, Florida? You've seen that weird shit? It's just as toxic as they make it seem on the news, okay? Miami is filled with beautiful Latin American women and men who like to fuck alligators. That's what goes down. You guys know about the Florida man stuff? Right? Okay, if you're uninitiated with the Florida man stuff, there is something so fucked up that happened in Florida every single day that if you Google Florida man plus your birthday, if you're laughing, you know, right? It ruined your life, right? For me, for example, I was born December 24th. Florida man, December 24th, arrested for having drugs on his penis that he claims weren't his. It's a great icebreaker if you're on a date. It's really, really good. It is a toxic place. I'm only realizing now that my best friend's dad was actually a drug dealer growing up. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with that. I just wish that I had a plug. Then I wouldn't have had to smoke so much oregano. Yeah, I've been here long enough to smoke your guys' shitty weed. Smoke your guys' shitty weed. No, but I did move to London just because I was like, you know what? I've been with the same people my whole life. Let's move to London and let's diversify our friend group a little bit. You know what I mean? Let's diversify, right? So what I did was I actually befriended a girl called Cressida. And I knew that Cressida came from money because when I asked her, she was like, oh no, babe, I'm not rich. I'm upper middle class. That's how you know. Now I'm really good friends with Cressida's entire friend group. Millie, Tilly, Lily, Molly, and Polly. It's great. And now we're all just the best of friends. Honestly, we're just the best of friends. It's crazy. I'll tell you this thing about posh people, you guys. Posh people do this thing where they leave their really, really well-paid jobs and then they just like follow their dreams. Do you guys know about that? Tilly was like, isn't it so noble of Lily to leave her job as a lawyer to start that line of bamboo-based yoga leggings? No, honestly, she just got VC funding. And it actually turns out the VC is just her dad. Yeah. Yeah, I did too. I moved to East London. Any East London people? Yeah, I've been hearing about Gravesend all night. I don't know what the fuck that is. God bless. Whatever that is. I did move to East London. I thought that, I can see online. I thought this is really cool. Some vintage shops, some secondhand shops. I love what you guys got, going on here. I like the Depop and the vintage. Shout out to my Gen Z. And I was like, I'm going to move to East London and I'm going to go to Brick Lane and, take care of, the environment a little bit. So I came across this really cute place that you guys have here called Cash Converters. It was awesome. I got this really cool necklace at Cash Converters the other day. It was solid gold. And I was like, okay, slay. Amazing price. And I was just like, you know what I'm going to do is I want to support the girl that made this. You know what I mean? Like I went back and I was just like, what is the provenance of this piece? You know what I mean? I want to post about it. And the man behind the plexiglass told me that someone just dropped it off hours earlier because they needed money to buy crack.
Hi guys, I'm Adam. I went to special school, you might be able to tell. It's pretty good, You get picked up in a van, there's a cage so you can't get at the driver. It's pretty good, it's a fun time, we're a fun bunch. It was my first day at special school and we're driving towards the school and these builders, they started screaming at us, you're like, dirty window lickers. They were like, you dirty, dirty window lickers. And I was like, rah, First day of special school, called a window licker. Turn behind me, kids licking a window. They caught us. Fucking nightmare. I went to special school because I can't read. I'm illiterate. Got bad dyslexia. It sucks. Got broken up at the beginning of the year. Motherfucker, she broke up with me via text. Do you know how bad it is getting your mum to read your breakup text out? It's terrible. It's all right though, it did help me figure out my type in girls. My type is able to read. That's what I like them to be able to read. I was speaking to a girl the other day and she asked me what my favourite book was. And I was like, it's a book about this caterpillar. It's a real metamorphosis of a book, I would call him a foodie. I don't know if you... Everyone goes, Adam, you have autism though. And I don't. I've been tested 5 times. It's very upsetting when you fail every one of those tests. You find out you're not autistic, just unlikable. My friend, when I said that the other day though, my friend went, you like boats? And I was like, what? No, he's like, you like trains? I'm like, Dad, fuck off, I don't like trains. He goes, planes? I'm like, I do fucking love planes. I was on a plane the other day, and the flight attendant, she comes up to me and she looks at me and she goes, by the way, when we get in the air, you can meet the captain. She just saw my face. And he was like, yeah, you can meet the captain. I was like, motherfucker. I did think she was trying to fuck me. I was like, I'll meet your fucking captain anytime. I get called a lot of names being special. Like I got called the R word the other day. And I don't say the R word just because it upsets the other dribblers. Especially if you whisper it, they hate that. I like handicaps, because like a cap on how handy I can be. As I said, I can't read, so if you want me to read a list, caps on, big cap. Move some tables, cap comes off, handy again. Cap on, cap off. My friend Tommy has dwarfism. That's a big cap. Shelves, roller coasters, life. Caps on. Christmas comes round. Cap comes off, he's got a job. He gets a little pointy cap instead, it's great. I did break up with a girl at the beginning of the year. One of the reasons we broke up, she said I was a narcissist. And I'm not a narcissist. She clearly wasn't listening. I'm a Leo. Silly bitch. She was lovely though. She was lovely. She asked me once what I was into sexually, and I was like, sexually, I want to be involved. I just want to be part of the team, One of the boys. How that? She said some dumb stuff though. She asked me once. She was like, "Was it love at first sight when we met?" And I was like, "Not first, but like fifth." Fifth's good for love. Fifth time you've met someone, love. She was upset because we fucked at third. The first girl I ever went out with, she came out to me as asexual, and I didn't know what that was. So I was like, "Fuck, she's pregnant." Turns out kind of the opposite. Kind of the opposite of that. Asexual means she's just not into sex. And she was a lovely person though. She made me a book of nudes. And I don't know if you've ever seen nudes taken by an asexual. They're just all the wrong bits. It was just loads of rib. And like, that sounds bad. And like, it was lovely. But I did worry because I was wondering, I really hope I don't get into this. Like, I see a girl and be like, "Baby girl, how many ribs you got?" I've been thinking about death a little bit, and I think if you've ever thought about suicide, don't, If you've ever thought about it, don't, If you've ever thought about committing suicide, don't do it, If you've ever thought about it. If you've ever thought about it, don't do it, Don't. If you've ever thought about it, fucking no. But if you've never thought about it, maybe kill yourself, I don't...
Another round of applause for Matt Zitron, please. I'm sorry for calling you a blood clot earlier. Fucking hell. I didn't know you were on. Fucking hell. We'll speak afterwards. I want to thank everybody for braving the cost of living crisis to be here tonight, though. Because I know that these days in a city like London, just leaving the house carries a significant financial risk. You never know when you might fall victim to a £4.50 latte. I hate buying hot drinks out, man. Because I've got those at home. And they're great at home. So I don't want to have to pay 10 times the price for one in a Pret. Do you know what I mean? Like, I get it with food, right? I haven't got Big Macs at home. I don't know how to make sushi, but I'll tell you what I can make. A fucking black coffee. Yeah. You don't even need to add the milk, for fuck's sake. And I don't want to be controversial, right? But I'm willing to say that I can make a black coffee just as well as the people in Costa. Yeah. And when I make them at home, I can make them in my favourite mug. My favourite mug that says, "Best dad ever." No, I haven't got fucking kids. I bought that mug in a charity shop, second hand. Yeah, it's one of those double-sized ones, I was manifesting that day, because eventually I want to be stable enough and successful enough to be able to afford one of those mugs brand new. It's fucking huge. But this cost of living crisis, man, things are getting out of hand. Things are getting out of hand. I'm beginning to feel like crisis no longer accurately describes what the actual fuck is going on right now. Sounds too temporary. Sounds transient. Sounds like help's on the way, but no one's coming to help. No one's coming to help. Not Keir Starmer, not Kemi Badenoch, not Charlie XCX. You lot are on your own. No, but legit, man, things have gotten so bad. Things have gotten so bad that to save money, I've had to start ridding my life of successful people. Not successful people per se, just people doing better than me. Do you know what I mean? I went to my mate's place for drinks last April, went into the fridge, get myself a beer, saw a bowl of quinoa in there. I just left. I walked out there and then. I can't afford to chill with people on a quinoa budget these days, fuck's sake. I've had to block him on social media. I went to my brother and his girlfriend just moved into a new place in West London. I went over for dinner in September and they were serving asparagus. Asparagus! Fuck's sake, it was like they won the postcode lottery for fuck's sake. Asparagus. I've got like green bean money, maybe mange too after payday. Asparagus. It was like a Tuesday, it wasn't even a weekend for fuck's sake. I haven't seen him since. But yeah. What else has happened? So I had to move flat recently as well. Absolute disaster, cost me an arm and a leg. And then soon after I moved in, one of the neighbours came and told me that the building that the flat's in is fucking haunted. It's haunted. To be fair, that would have like fucked me up like a few years ago, right? Because I used to believe in ghosts. Yeah. I used to believe in ghosts until I realised that every time someone describes the ghost they've seen, it's always one from the like Victorian era. Do you know what I mean? It's never like a modern day ghost with a flat cap, a smartphone, and a vape. I want to see an 80s ghost with flares, shoulder pads, and a perm talking about last night the DJ didn't save my life. And they're always white, these ghosts. They're always white. I want to see a black ghost with a big gold chain and some dreadlocks talking about murder, she wrote. No. Murder, she wrote. It's 2025. We need paranormal diversity. You can have that one for free. Thank you very much. I'll tell you a bit more about myself. I'm a native Londoner of French and Nigerian descent. So I'm very fortunate. Thank you, yes. I'm very fortunate because I've got 3 passports, British, Nigerian and French. So when I go on holiday with my partner to Europe, as soon as I step off that plane, I'm straight into the EU queue. Like, see you at the hotel, babe. I hope you enjoyed the flight. But yeah, do you know what? Being French and Nigerian, I've always been really conflicted, right? Because on the one hand, as a French person, I've always really liked fine wine, good bread, and nice cheese. But on the other hand, as a Nigerian, I've always really liked defrauding people on the internet. What's your name, sorry? Holly, nice to meet you. Holly, where are you from? And what's your mother's maiden name? It's that easy, folks. Any French people in tonight? None. One. Okay, guess those borders aren't as tight as they used to be. And where the Nigerians are? Oh, also one. Maybe the rest are running late. Oh shit, you guys know about that, do you? Yeah, Nigerians are notoriously late. Famously late. In fact, you know what, I'm going to tell you the truth, it's not just Nigerians. We're just the best at it.
Assalamu alaikum. We have Muslims in? Nice. I'm not. Just being inclusive. Hello, non-Muslims, I guess. White woman, namaste. Just a quick 3-point summary of me. Firstly, my name is Josh. Josh is short for genetic reasons. Secondly, I'm Indian, but like from India, right? Like from the source, yeah. Like where they make more of us, and finally, this is my voice. You know, this is as much energy as you're going to get from me. Strap in, motherfuckers. I know I'm not much of a motivational speaker or a hype man, and this voice is especially not helpful when I'm, passionate. like my dirty talk is it's a bit hurtful. My it's very hurtful. My dirty talk is a lot like being in a doctor's appointment. Like, are you comfortable? Yeah, you're going to feel a little prick. can I have a stool sample? You know. Thank you. Thank you for laughing. Appreciate it. So because sometimes people forget laughter is the most important part of the comedy night, right? And they laugh with what I can only assume is their inside voice. So, like the worst was when an audience member said "lol" out loud. You know, like she forgot she wasn't texting. Like, don't get me wrong, you know, big fan of texting myself. You know, I wish I could have texted you these jokes, but I miss those acronyms that we used to use in texts, right? Like instead of emojis, especially in the noughties, I feel like lol and maybe lamau have survived the test of time, right? My favorite used to be raffle. Do you guys remember raffle? It stood for rolling on the floor, laughing, and then I moved to England, and I feel like I lost all reason to roll on the floor and laugh. And even when I do have reason to roll on the floor and laugh, I rent in London, you know, there's just not enough floor. I'm single, and I'm also like 36 years old. Like I don't know how much you guys know about Indian culture apart from those 200 years. It's like a lot of pressure to get married, right? So I'm like trying to date. It's like a weird age because I've been in relationships all of my life, and I only became single quite recently at the age of 36. And I haven't done the dating dance in a while. So it's like, firstly, like I don't have a lot of confidence. You know, I generally, I don't know the etiquette anymore. Don't think I'm a very good-looking guy. Yeah, don't fight me on it. But I don't think I'm like a bad-looking guy either. You know, I feel like I'm a 6 out of 10, which is like a 7 out of 10 post Black Lives Matter movement, right? And I don't think who's that? Was that you? Was that you? Okay, cool. It only takes a 4 to make that statement. It's the struggle of the white male. Anyway, so I'm so I had to like learn to date, right? Like I'm not even like good at sex, right?
Hello, everyone. Hello, it's good to be here. There's a lot of crime in my area. Yeah, that's why it's good to be here. I never really got involved in the crime, and I've been thinking about why. I think the reason is I think I'm too insecure to commit crimes. Like, I don't want to know how the victims are going to describe me to the police, because I don't think they're going to be complimentary. I don't want to rob someone, and then the police are like, "What did he look like?" And they're just like, "Yeah, he looked like he needed the money." Someone described me as the bald guy with the hair. And I was in a lineup, you know, there was a number above me. So I understand, right? Like, I don't have pretty privilege. You guys know what pretty privilege is? No, you guys wouldn't know, right? But it's pretty much you get treated better for being more attractive, right? And it's actually evolutionary, yeah. Like, I read this in a book. You guys know babies? You probably know babies, right? Babies are cute, right? And they're cute for an evolutionary reason. I don't know why so many people left, guys, but I'm just carrying on. I mean, what the fuck? What do you want me to do? They had a train to get to or something, all right? Don't judge people on first glance, guys. Anyway, babies are cute. I'm starting it again. You guys know babies? Yeah, they're cute. And they're cute for an evolutionary reason, right? And the real reason is, and this is true, is so you don't kill them. Yeah, I read that in a book. The book was my mum's diary, but It was still a good book, guys. Now, I was actually really close to my mum growing up. I used to suck her tits and stuff, right? Yeah. We kind of grew apart as I grew older. Yeah. I think I was close to my mum because I was a premature baby. Any other premature babies in? Yeah, there's a lot of medical reasons why you can be a premature baby. For me personally, I was just trying to get out before my dad left, right? Yeah. It was tough. He's a slippery man. Nah, I'm joking, guys. I was actually really close to my dad growing up. I used to suck his tits and stuff, right? Yeah, it was. Yeah, he told me not to tell you guys that. My dad, he just retired. Yeah, they get weird. Your parents get weird when they retire, you know, because now it seems like he's got nothing else to do. So his only job is he just kind of walks around the house. He's just like turning every light off, basically. Yeah. I haven't actually seen him in years. He's too quick with the light, you know? Like every time he walks in, it's off. I'm like, what? But every time I'm definitely using that light and it randomly goes out, I know he's with me. You know? Like you guys know when you're in a public toilet, right? And you're taking a shit, right? And then that light just randomly goes out. Yeah, that's not a motion sensor. That's actually my dad, yeah. He's wondering why you're wasting so much energy. But I've been working, guys. I'm a charity fundraiser. It's very cool. It's a shit job, actually. You guys know when you come out the train station, there's like people there and they ask you for money? That's me. Can I have money? And you guys are like, no. It's a bad strategy. I don't know why we do it. Especially because I do it for a homeless charity, right? So asking for money outside train stations, it's the same thing the homeless people are doing, right? So I'm not really being paid to help anyone. I think I'm being paid to compete with them, right? Literally, like, I'd be doing it here, and there's like a homeless guy doing it like here. The only difference between me and him is he gets to sit down. Other than that, like, we're the same, you know? He hates me, man. He hates me because I think I ruined his style a little bit. Because I look homeless enough to where he doesn't look that bad, right? Together we just look like two hipsters. And people get so confused, you know, like, so I'll be there next to him, you know, and I'll be like, oh, hey, can you donate? You know, and people are like, oh, sorry guys, no cash, you know. And I'm like, oh, okay. Wait, what do you mean you guys? And then I'm like, well, I actually have a card reader. And they're like, you guys have a card reader? It's not you guys, all right? He's an independent man, all right? We're two separate. It's my card reader. He's not getting any of it. No, he'll get some.
Lovely stuff, guys. There've been so many good acts tonight. So we've got 2 runners up, and those 2 runners up are Big Jim and Liam McGough. Come up and get your bottles. Where are you? Big Jim, Liam. See the IVs. There you go, Big Jim. There you go, Liam. Lovely stuff. Well done, lads. Smashed it. They were brilliant. They were brilliant, weren't they? But your winner tonight in first prize is Dan Morris. Give it up for Dan. You're fantastic. Dan, you get Matt's. Dan, do you want to say some words?
Yeah, I know this gets streamed online, so if my ex-wife is watching, fuck you, I told you I was funny.
Give it up for Dan, give it up for Liam, give it up for Big Jim. We'll see you all next week. See you soon.